What are some positive things happening in the world right now? The Mars rover successfully extracted oxygen from carbon dioxide on the surface of Mars. And it had little baby helicopter fly around for a bit. You mind your tongue. That was the biggest helicopter ever to fly on Mars. When it's your first, it's all you know. Last year, Africa officially eradicated polio. We're close to eradicating it everywhere. A once horrible disease will be consigned to history where it belongs soon. The Cherokee Nation allowed genetically modified chestnut trees to be planted on land they manage in order to restore the American chestnut tree. I think that's flippin' great. For those scared of GMO, it was modified with a gene from wheat to resist the blight that kills it. I wish GMOs weren't completely and utterly misunderstood. I would almost entirely switch my diet to GMOs if it were possible. Genetically superior produce means fewer pesticides and fertilizers, which in turn means less poison for your body and less bad stuff in our waterways. North American big game animals are making a comeback. Bison, elk, moose, and deer are all doing quite well. Pandas aren't endangered anymore. And the rhinos in Nepal are making a comeback. I read, or maybe watched, something about how reintroducing wolves into Yellowstone had a wonderful cascade effect, creating a more balanced web of life. It was fascinating. WTF are rhinos doing in the Himalayas? Edit, till that there are rhinos in Asia. Which makes sense, since there are elephants there, too. And the privacy provided by lockdowns has encouraged pandas to make more pandas. Pandemonium. We have loose ends to pull on in physics. It really very cool because it could lead to some better understanding of how it all works. Web link. Laughing out loud. I understood about a quarter of what they're saying. Big fat electrons wobble weird. This means something we don't know about is causing the wobbling. Could be a new particle. Technically we have a few loose ends to pull. The problem is that we don't know how to pull them. I could cite dark matter. Either there is an issue with gravitation, or there is a halo of heavy matter we don't see/feel. Neutrino have a mass. Sounds stupid, but this mass is too low to be measured but non-zero. We don't have a mechanism giving an almost zero but non-zero mass. It could mean that neutrinos are their own antiparticle but wasn't detected yet. Universe expansion went through a quick phase shortly after the Big Bang, then slowed down, and recently re-accelerated again. The dark energy generating this expansion is unknown and should be 70% of the universe we know. The whole muon business is one other stuff out of the Standard Model, but again not the smoking gun evidence we had in the 1890s when Michelson and Morley got the Nobel Prize for failing to prove ether existence. Germany busted a dark web child pornography ring with over 400,000 users, shut it down and arrested the hosts. The transverse of this is at least 400,000 people were paying for child porn. This isn't super positive knowing another site will pop up to take its place. It is positive though that those individuals responsible are being prosecuted for hurting children. The individuals using the site now have to look over the backs constantly and are going to have a harder time finding child porn. It's going to give access to more information, which there's unfortunately not enough of, on the industry of child porn/trafficking, and lastly that they know we're looking for them. Also, every time a big central site like this gets taken down, it creates chaos and competition, which can lead to people making mistakes or falling for sting operations. Imagine the mess it would create if Amazon stopped existing. More dolphin sightings because of lockdown. Still? That's nice. I thought that was only last spring and summer. This is amazing, especially after watching a Netflix docu on fishing and seeing them getting butchered since they were/are competing with fishermen skeptical. It's still spinning and the sun hasn't exploded yet. Sun hasn't exploded yet. As of 8 minutes ago, at least. 1 hour update, still not. Keep me posted. I understood that it was always exploding. Fusion isn't an explosion. And what you see is hydrogen superheated into a plasma state. The sun is a miasma of incandescent plasma. Edit. Yes, the better song by They Might Be Giants said the sun is a mass of incandescent gas. I agree that one was better. But it was scientifically inaccurate, so they, same group, made another one that said this line. If you're interested, the two songs are Why Does the Sun Shine and Why Does the Sun Really Shine respectively. Miasma, incandescent plasma. Found a band name. In fact, I think I saw them supporting Tool. Google Maps is getting better and better, with lore and more entertainment coming from user-submitted reviews and photos. I can spend hours searching around there. I have been trying to locate all the hot singles in my area. If you can't find them, it means you are the hot single in your area. Ruddenly wholesome. Reddit link. Someone left a Google review great for kids and family. I've taken my family here for a vacation and could not ask for a better time. The staff were nice and treated me with respect, and the food was fabulous. Great health care and excellent sleeping quarters. The community bathrooms were clean and the showers were spicy. It was for the local jail, smiley face. If you want to see more positive news without the negativity elsewhere, I can recommend News Without the Negativity. Web link. And if you want news without positivity, head over to r/news. Reddit link. I opened a small takeaway restaurant with my brother during the lockdown. My brother learned my grandmother's recipes. It's going really well so far. In India, people are using social media to arrange oxygen, plasma, medicines, etc. for those in need. It's the most positive side of social media I have ever seen. Though governments may fail people, but humanity is beyond elected governments. What I am witnessing is the purest form of we will going to fight this disease together. Tough many get left out because of their lack of access to social media, but in such cases also, there are volunteers in every hospital who are forwarding requests on their behalf. Hope this pandemic ends as soon as possible, so many innocent lives have been lost. I am just stating the only positive thing happening in my country. Otherwise, even courts are stating this mismanagement by government as genocide. It's been so sad and also the best of humanity. Check out the subreddit for any city in India and you'll find essentially a help center for hospital beds, meds, oxygen, and plasma. Heartbreaking that it's necessary, but the response has been amazing. I've seen so many bumblebees this spring already. Astronomer here. A few months ago I applied and received time on the radio telescope as part of the first ever call that non-South Africans were allowed to apply for. It's a brand new radio telescope in South Africa, hence why during commissioning only South Africans were using it, and basically gives unprecedented sensitivity at its frequencies in the southern hemisphere. So I applied to look at several old events where we think a black hole ripped apart a star, called the Tidal Disruption Event, TDE, where it had been impossible to follow up on them. And the observations are coming in, and it's been amazing. I'm at 100% detection right now for my targets. Typically just a third are detected in radio, and we don't quite understand why, and the image quality from this new instrument is astounding. I get my detection in the center of the field, but also these beautiful little radio galaxies on the edges of the image that happen to be in the field, most probably completely unknown to science. The thrill of discovery on this is amazing and intoxicating, and I can't wait to write up my science and share it with everybody. Web link. I just want to let you know that I've seen your comments on Reddit for years and it still warms my heart and gets me excited every time I read Astronomer here. Your enthusiasm and passion is so apparent and contagious. Keep being the amazing scientist and person you are. It is Cinco de Mayo, which happens to be my dog's birthday. I've already turned down an invitation to go drinking after work, so I can come home and make him his special birthday dinner and take him for a long walk. Edit. Thank you all for the nice comments and awards. Also, happy birthday to everyone who shares the same birthday. Have a wonderful day. As someone who recently lost their dog after 8 years, This is without a doubt the best choice. Spoil that little guy and take pictures, lots of pictures. Happy birthday, little guy. More people have access to clean water than ever before. Redditors are coming together to think of some positive things happening in the world right now. Positive things happening in the world right now. You're alive and here with us. And if you're reading this, I love you and I hope you are doing well. Despite the calamitous year of 2020, breakthroughs in the following occurred and are further being developed in 2021: fusion energy, solar panel efficiency, solid-state batteries, 3D printed building technology, vertical farming, and first steps towards scalable technology in removing CO2 from the atmosphere and thereby repairing the damage done. Edit: F I forgot lab-grown meat. Sorry y'all. Edit again: hey, I got silver. That's a first, thank you very kindly. Edit thrice: gold. Thank you very much. Again. And lab-grown diamonds became more affordable to produce. This is personal but positive. I'm finally getting the help I need with my mental health and I am doing alright. Edit: thank you all for the awards. Please spend your money on giving a homeless person some snacks or a charity taking donations though. I do not need the awards. I hope you all continue on in your journeys forward, and if you haven't reached that step yet, just know that whenever you're ready, you will do amazing things. The mRNA vaccine platform, which has now been widely tested and shown to be incredibly safe and effective when applied to the SARS-CoV-2 spike protein, can probably also be used to deliver the equivalent material from HIV. It's headed to safety trials later this year. Web link. mRNA vaccine also opened the door for a malaria vaccine. It is being tested right now somewhere in Africa, I forgot exactly where, and is 77% plus effective. Life expectancy has never been higher, medicine has never been as advanced. As a species, we're reaching for the stars, and although there's a long way to go, attitudes toward our impact on the environment are shifting in the right direction. I got a job I love. Very proud of you, user_anal_whore. Follow your dreams. Reddit link. r/roomjob_Steve. Reddit link. Is it doing butt stuff? I passed my driver's exam, I'm so happy. After a decade of severe alcoholism, my husband finally got sober and has been consistently working towards improving his mental health. Yesterday marked 5 months since his last drink. The COVID-19 pandemic has made more and more employers understand that it's possible to allow people to work from home full-time without any significant performance impact. So far, this has been a true blessing for me, since I no longer have to endure a totally horrendous and exhausting 2-hour commute by train every day. What's even better, I don't have to work in an open space office, which means no more loud and obnoxious coworkers to tolerate, no more constant distractions, and no chronic anxiety. My tennis elbow injury has healed. Wow, more than 400 upvotes, thanks everyone, hugging face, positive vibes. It's not big, but I'm almost 2 months clean of hard drugs. My country was freed from the Germans today. My fish Gary and my other fish Brenda just started dating. Well, I just got a girlfriend for the first time in like 6 years. Not really a global thing, but it's a huge deal to me because all my high school friends are having kids and getting married and I feel super behind in life, even though I just got out of college and am just starting my career. It's not much, but it makes me extremely happy. Man, life is not a race. I didn't start college until 22. I always felt very behind compared to the majority of my friends. Some are married, others are starting businesses, etc. I'm now 25 and not even graduated, and although I'm somehow already making more money than I ever realistically thought I would, I've been learning life is not a race. Additionally, lots of people find their success at a later age. Bezos was like 33 when he earned his first million, which all started in a small garage after he decided to start selling books online, which absolutely nobody thought would succeed. Heck, the dude who founded KFC failed repeatedly until he was in his late 60s and KFC was the thing that took off. Rovio Entertainment, the small company behind Angry Birds, developed 51 failures and were on the verge of bankruptcy when they decided to try one last time and found great success with Angry Birds. Take your time. Time is linear, but success is not. Australia is standing up to the Chinese government, refusing to back down on objections to Chinese colonization of the Spratly and Paracel Islands, developing hypersonic missiles, preparing our military for a fight and telling the people that the fight is coming whether they want it or not. China is trying to undermine our national government by imposing illegal trade sanctions. Australia, fuck you, buddy, you're not the only buyer on the market. CCP bots have been swarming Australian political websites pretending to be Australians and urging us to surrender to CCP demands, which includes arresting people who say things critical of the CCP, letting them use our naval bases as refueling stations. WTF do these female parts think they are? We'll just send them and see how they deal with that. Web link. The last 18 months have transformed my life and my values. I had to cancel my bachelor party and wedding, event not vows, due to COVID. And I now see I didn't need those things. I loved our intimate little wedding. I got a new job, a better job, and in my interview talked about how hard this current job has been and how it taught me the needed skills to excel at said new job. Wife got pregnant and we wanted a natural birth at a birthing center. Baby needed to be delivered at a hospital and we stayed there 6 days. It was so hard, but we made it and life is so much better with him. Myself, my wife, and my baby all got COVID, but we recovered. I had so many hopes and dreams and fears these last 18 months, but I never imagined my life could be so hard or so blessed. Pet adoptions are way up. I'm almost done with my master's degree. Me too with my PhD. Good stuff. I'm going to marry and move in together with my girl. Original poster replies. If I may submit my own positive thing. I have been making progress in working through some of the things that have held me back in life, physically and mentally, and in doing so have found a creative outlet that seems to be helping others do the same. I am grateful, and I hope to continue for as long as I can. After 17 years, I have a friend now and I know I can trust him. I got a new job that hasn't given me anxiety yet. Husband and I started fostering dogs last year and have opened up our home to 16 dogs and only one has permanently stayed. I'd be starting my first job in few days. A new phase of life. The news isn't all about COVID. We're getting there. Not out of the woods yet, but we're getting there. I got into art school over here in Europe. That's positive. That's awesome. So history won't repeat itself. People are becoming way more aware of sexual consent. The difference between today and 10 years ago is literally life-changing. I grew up in a world where men were expected to enjoy all sexual contact from women, wanted or not, and women were expected to give it up, but be called sluts, especially if they enjoyed it. Now we can all say yes or no if we want, and if someone keeps pressuring after the no, it's not okay. I know it still needs a lot of work, but the difference is astounding, especially when I read my diaries from the early 2000s. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to be the first to know about Red Rabbit Reader's new videos. If you like our videos, please like them on YouTube and share them with your friends. We welcome your comments below. Press to start another of our videos.